we got a new motor here. It is called the AMAX Competition Bando 2207 2050 kV. And they said these are really robust, and they are made for flying Bando, which Bando is pretty hardcore because there's a lot of concrete around. But I'm not going to test them out Bando just yet, because I really want to do a full review and full test on these. But the design of these, we'll get into it right now. If you look at the design of these, this is not a one-piece bell or even a two-piece bell. It's almost like a three-piece bell, and the bell around it clamps it all together. And I think that's really interesting. I ain't never seen anything like this. These are German-made motors, so they've done something different with these. And the shaft is titanium, and the bell itself is aluminum. So I think the design of these are really great. And so let's talk about the quality. Now, the quality, you really can't tell the quality of the motors by just looking at them. You actually got to fly them. And I tell you what happened to me is I had my remote actually just turn off in mid-flight. I was going for a throttle punch, so it was going pretty fast. And so I was full throttling it. My controller turns off, and it just drops from the sky, probably like 90 miles an hour, and it hit so hard that it completely folded up this prop, and it buried it in dirt up to here. And I wish I had that on camera, but I had to pick out this motor and get all the dirt out of this motor and blow it out, wash it. So it was, you know, if you can tell anything about a motor, whenever you set it on something that reverberates like this, when you move it around like that and you don't hear nothing at all, that means that motor is a pretty dang good motor, especially after taking a hit like that. We've had other motors on this channel that were said to be the top motor, and after taking a light crash, they made a lot of noise. So I'm pretty impressed after taking a big crash with these, and it didn't do anything. And I've actually took a couple other crashes in trees, but nothing as hard as that. But that was most motors, you take a hard crash like that, you're going to hear something. But let's get into flying it and see exactly what it does. guys, here we go. We're going to talk about the AMAX 2207 2050 kV competition Bando motors. Bando means they are made for flying in concrete near abandoned facilities and stuff. So we checked off a lot of these already. Design, quality, top speed, torque, efficiency, durability, responsiveness was all good. The weight of it was about 2 grams over, but considering how durable they are and they check off most of the boxes, we're going to give them 2 grams. That's nothing. The cost of it, now, even though they did give me the code, they asked me what I thought about them before this review got out, and I told them that the cost was a little high. And Joshua Bardwell says $20, and I think that's a little low, and so I say $25 per motor. And this is $7 over. And the reason why I say that $32 is too much for a drone motor, if you times that by 4, that's $128 to almost $130 with tax and everything. It's going to be even more than that when you add your shipping fees and everything. So that's kind of expensive. It's one of the most expensive parts, if not the expensive part, if you're building a drone. Even though you get 50% off by using that code and being a first-time buyer, I cannot tell you that the cost of this, if you were to be somebody buying their products and you decided to get this, it's kind of expensive. And I hope they fix that, because it's a really good motor, and I think people need to try them out. If you have not bought from them before and you got the 50% off, you use my link right there, then I say it's a great great buy right there. You got to try them out, especially if you're getting them for half the price. Tunability. So the tunability, it was not easy to tune. They got warm even after just turning down determ. They still got warm. So they were not something you can just turn the determ down and go. You gotta kind of know what you're doing. And if you don't know what you're doing and you want to get these motors, I will leave at the end of it my pit tune and the filter tune, so you get exactly what I got, and you won't have any problems. So 8 out of a 10 score is a wonderful score. AMAX should be proud of having an 8 out of a 10 score. We don't do these tests expecting anybody to pass all these categories in this data chart. So they need to be proud of this, and I really recommend this motor for people to try them out, because I gave them hell, and as far as everything goes, durability, responsiveness, and everything, they pass with flying colors. So they are worth trying out for sure. If a score was like a below a 5, then I'd be like, I don't know about this motor. But this one is way up there. 8 is a really great score, and I want to emphasize that, because just because you missed a couple things on this data chart doesn't mean you shouldn't try it out. I mean, you seen it yourself fly, and you see my opinion about it, and down below I got a link for it for you to get 50% off. So try it out, guys.